Hola estudiantes, hoy aprenderemos unos temas muy importantes para repasar su examen. I am excited to be able to study by your side and I hope this helps you achieve an excellent grade. Try to concentrate and read each question with me for better understanding. Let's begin. Fact comprehension questions. 1. What is the difference between language and a language? Language refers to the general human capacity to communicate through structured systems of sounds, words, and grammar. It is universal and innate to humans. A language refers to a specific system of communication used by a community such as English, Spanish, or Mandarin. Example, all humans have language, but English is a language. 2. What are the three main components that comprise all languages according to the text? Phonology, the sound system of a language. Morphology and syntax, the rules for word formation and sentence structure. Semantics and pragmatics, the meaning of words, sentences, and their use in context. Example, in English the sound P is phonology, adding ed to form walked is morphology, and understanding sarcasm belongs to pragmatics. 3. List and briefly define the 7 design features of human language. 1. Arbitrariness, words do not have a natural connection to their meaning. 2. Displacement, we can talk about things not present in time or space. 3. Productivity, we can create and understand new sentences never heard before. 4. Cultural transmission. Language is passed from generation to generation through learning. 5. Duality. Language operates on 2 levels, sounds and meanings. 6. Reflexivity. We can use language to talk about language itself. 7. Interchangeability. We can both send and receive messages. Example, saying tomorrow I will travel to Mars shows displacement. 4. What is the difference between linguistic competence and linguistic performance? Competence, a speaker's underlying knowledge of their language. Performance, the actual use of language in real situations, which can be affected by mistakes or nervousness. Example, knowing how to form a correct sentence is competence, but forgetting a word while speaking is performance. 5. Why do linguists sometimes prefer the term variety over dialect? Because dialect may sound inferior to standard language. Variety is more neutral and includes accents, registers, and regional forms without negative judgment. 6. What is the difference between prescriptive and descriptive approaches to language? Prescriptive tells people how they should speak or write. Descriptive describes how people actually use language. Example, prescriptive grammar says, do not split infinitives, while descriptive grammar notices that many English speakers do. 7. What is the difference between language learning and language acquisition? Language acquisition, natural, unconscious process, usually first language. Language learning, conscious study and practice, usually second language. Example, babies acquire their mother tongue, but students learn English at school. 8. List the 5 stages of first language acquisition including approximate ages. 1. Cooing stage 0 to 6 months, sounds like ooh, ah. 2. Babbling stage 6 to 12 months, repeated syllables like ma. 3. One-word stage 12 to 18 months, single words like milk. 4. Two-word stage 18 to 24 months, simple combinations want cookie. 5. Telegraphic stage 2 to 3 years, longer utterances without function words daddy go work. 9. What is universal grammar, UG, and its role in language acquisition? Universal grammar is the theory by Noam Chomsky that all humans are born with an innate ability to learn language. UG provides the basic structure, and exposure to a specific language activates it. Example, children worldwide acquire grammar even if input is limited, which supports UG. 10. What social functions does linguistic variation serve? Linguistic variation shows identity, group membership, and social relationships. It can signal region, social class, profession, or solidarity. Example, using slang with friends builds closeness, while using formal speech in an interview shows professionalism. Topics, properties of language. Language is human, symbolic, creative, and rule-governed. It allows us to communicate beyond the here and now, create poetry, laws, and jokes. History of the English language. English evolved from Old English Germanic roots. Middle English influenced by French after 1066. Early Modern English Shakespeare's era to Modern English. Example, Old English what became Modern English what? First language acquisition versus second language learning. First language acquisition is natural and subconscious. Second language learning is effortful, influenced by age, motivation, and exposure. Example, a child acquires Spanish at home, then learns English at school. Language in the brain. Broca's area produces speech. Wernicke's area comprehends language. Arcuate vesiculus connects both. Brain lateralization. Language is mainly in the left hemisphere. Plasticity. Young brains recover better from injury. Disorders, aphasia, loss of language abilities. Case study. First language acquisition for second language learning. Scenario. Anna is a 4-year-old girl who speaks Spanish at home. She acquires Spanish naturally with no effort. At age 6, she begins to learn English at school. At first, she translates directly. I have 10 years, instead of, I am 10 years old. This shows the influence of her first language on second language learning. Over time, with exposure and practice, Anna develops fluency in English, but her acquisition process is slower and less automatic than her Spanish. This case shows the difference between acquisition, natural unconscious process, and learning, conscious, school-based process. Thank you for listening to this study guide. If there is more that we missed, look for it and study.